Hello children, welcome to our social studies class. Do you want to know the name of the lesson? Before telling you the name of the lesson, I'll show you some pictures and I tell you some stories, and so that you can guess the name of the lesson. What is seen in the map, children? Two places are clearly seen. Hiroshima. Read this. Nagasaki. Hiroshima. Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Where are they? In which country? Read the name of the country. Japan. What happened here? What is this date? 6th August 1945. What is this date? 9th August 1945. An aeroplane picture is given here. Do you know, children, what happened on those days? ఏదో జరిగింది. ఏ ఇయర్ లో జరిగింది? Something happened. Where it happened? In two places. What are the two places? Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Where are these two places? Japan. What happened and when did it happen? Let us see what happened, but when did it happen? One incident on 6th August 1945, other incident on 9th August 1945. So something happened in the past. Something happened in the past. Right. This is the thing happened. There is a flight. Aeroplane is flying. Its doors open. Oh, something is dropped onto Japan. It's a bomb. Do you know the name of the bomb? Atom bomb. Atom bomb. Do you know who dropped it? America. America, USA dropped. On which country? Japan. See how big is the bomb? Yes, the bomb is approaching the land. See how many houses are there? How beautiful is the place? But let us see what is going to happen. ఎంత పెద్దగుందమ్మా బాంబు. ఎస్, ఈ బాంబు పేలుతుంది చూడండి. దానిలో ఉన్న ఆటమ్స్ ఒకదానికొకటి గుద్దుకొని ఎక్స్ప్లోడ్ అయ్యి, how big explosion, all the atoms explode. So this is called as atom bomb. These people, they don't know what is going to happen. They are busy with their works. Suddenly the bomb exploded. Almost crores of people in the entire country died. Entire country died. The flight which dropped the bomb is going back. See, that explosion is continuing for days and hours. All are dying. All are dying. Entire mankind. No house, no animal, no man survived. Evvaru migalla. Andaru manusulu chanipoyaru. Anni illu pelipoyinayi. Inta daranam jarigindi. So this is a event happened in past. We recorded it. So record of some events. Past అంటే ఏంటి? హిస్టరీ. ఎప్పుడో జరిగిపోయిన ఈవెంట్స్ని మనము ఎక్కడో చోట చదివి కానీ చూసి కానీ either we read. Have we ever seen independent movement of India? No. But all of us know about Gandhiji. How do we know? We know about Gandhiji by studying some books. The people in that time has written about Gandhiji. Similarly, we are not there in 45, but still some records are there. So the record of events that happened in the past is called as history. Why should we now study about history, kids? ఇప్పుడు ఎందుకు చదివాము ఈ ఆటం బాంబు గురించి? ఎందుకు చదివామమ్మా? అగైన్ ఇట్ షుడ్ నాట్ హ్యాపెన్. ఇటువంటి ఆటం బాంబు ఇంకొకటి కనుక వేస్తే, రీసెంట్లీ వీ హ్యావ్ స్టడీడ్ రష్యా ఉక్రెయిన్ వార్. Russia and Ukraine war. Always we and Pakistan will fight, but we are not using atom bombs. Why? We learnt that these bombs are killing entire mankind. ఇంతమందిని చంపేస్తాయని తెలుసుకున్నాము కాబట్టి ఇప్పుడు ఇలా మనము ఉండట్లేదు. ఆటం బాంబులు ఇలా కొట్టుకుని చంపుకోవటం లేదు. Even in future, we don't do that. So for these purposes, we should study what happened in the past. So we should study history to decide how we should be in present. Present lo manam ela undali ani nerchukovali ante past చదవాలి. ఇంట్లో మనకు తరచూ పేరెంట్స్ చెప్తుంటారు, in olden days, we do not have such good schools to study. That's why we are expending money and paying you fee. You should not waste your time. You should study. Because parents don't want you to do the jobs what they have done. అగ్రికల్చర్ అప్ప పేరెంట్స్ కష్టపడినట్లుగా మనం కష్టపడొద్దు అని వాళ్ళ ఎక్స్పీరియన్సెస్ మనకి చెప్తారు. మాకు చెప్పులు ఉండేవి కాదు, మాకు మీకున్నన్ని బట్టలు ఉండేవి కాదు, ఎందుకంటే మాకు అప్పట్లో తెలియలేదు, మేము చదువుకోలేదు, కాబట్టి నాన్న మీరు చదువుకోవాలి అని హిస్టరీ చెప్తారు. ఎందుకు చెప్తారమ్మా? దే టెల్ us how to be now, how to utilize our time now. Is it not? So what is history, children? History is a record of past events. పాత సంఘటనలన్నీ కూడా ఒక చోట పెట్టుకొని మనము తెలుసుకుంటాం. Why should we know all these? Because we shouldn't repeat the same mistakes again. We should plan for our better future. See here, one more thing I'll show you. King Ashoka, in those days handwriting is not there, videos are not there. Ashoka has inscribed something on the pillar. Pillar మీద ఏదో భాషలో ఏదో రాశారు. Okay, that language is different. What is it? Let us translate into English. What is that? What is written there? 8 years after he became emperor. What's the meaning? 8 years after he became emperor. Yes, 8 years after Ashoka became emperor, what happened? The beloved of the gods conquered Kalinga. Do you know who is the beloved of the gods here? Ashoka conquered Kalinga. This language on the pillar is Prakrit language. Sometimes they used Greek. Prakrit and Greek. Okay, Nana. So they used Prakrit language. So after becoming emperor, after 8 years, he conquered a place called as Kalinga. Kalinga ane oka place kosam oka yuddham chesadu ayana. 150,000 people. 150,000, that means 150,000 people were deported, sent out of the country. Sent out of the country. How many years after becoming emperor? 8 years after becoming emperor. Who conquered Kalinga? The great Ashoka conquered Kalinga. How many people were sent out of the country? 150,000 were sent out of the country. 100,000 were killed. That means 1 lakh people were killed. And many times that number perished. They don't know what happened. ఇంకా ఎంతో మంది ఏమైపోయారో తెలియలేదు. Afterwards, the beloved of the gods felt great remorse, very sad. He felt great remorse. What is the meaning of remorse, children? Deep regret, guilt. చాలా తప్పు చేశానని ఫీల్ అయ్యాడు. గ్రేట్ రిమోర్స్, guilt. Meaning of remorse? Could you use it in your own sentence? When I disobeyed my teacher, I felt great remorse later. My teacher didn't bet me. Then later I felt great remorse. నేను మా టీచర్ చెప్పిన పని చేయలేదు, టీచర్ ఏమీ అనలేదు, సో నాకు చాలా తప్పు అనిపించింది, గిల్ట్. ఓకే. అండ్ వెన్ ఎన్ ఇండిపెండెంట్ కంట్రీ ఈస్ కాంకర్డ్, ఒక కంట్రీని జయించినప్పుడు, ద స్లాటర్, కోత, జనాల్ని కోసేయటం, డెత్, చావులు, డిపోర్టేషన్ ఈజ్ ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్లీ గ్రీవియస్ టు ద బిలవ్డ్ ఆఫ్ గాడ్స్, దట్ ఈస్ అశోక, and weighs heavily on his mind. So he wrote this inscription to tell his followers not to go for wars. 2 incidents we have seen. USA and Japan war. Ashoka's war on Kalinga. What do we learn from these 2 incidents? We should not fight with any country. Generally we see in villages, our near and dear families, we fight for properties. We see in newspapers, we kill each other. But what should we learn from the past? We should not go for such wars. We should not fight with each other. So we should study history. We should study history. Now can you tell me what is history? Record of past events. History is a record of past events. Okay, children? It is a recorded story of people. What is history? History is a recorded story of people and places. ఒక ప్లేస్ కి ఒక స్టోరీ ఉంది. వాట్ ఈస్ ద స్టోరీ ఆఫ్ తిరుపతి? వాట్ ఈస్ ద స్టోరీ ఆఫ్ నేలకొండపల్లి? దేర్ ఈస్ ఎ బౌద్ధ స్తూప. వాట్ ఈస్ ద స్టోరీ ఆఫ్ అశోక? వాట్ ఈస్ ద స్టోరీ ఆఫ్ Hiroshima and Nagasaki? So that is all history. What is history? Recorded story of people and places. Suppose there is an IAS officer in your family. Long back, your father's father is an IAS officer. What is it? He made a history in the family. No one is an IAS officer. He made a history. What do you learn from him? You also try to become an IAS officer. Okay? So the recent events also will come under history. Not only things happened before hundreds and thousands of years. Recent events also come under history. Okay, Nana? So what is history, children? History is story of people and places. Why should we study the history? Because it helps us understanding the present. If we study the past, we know how to be better in present, how to be good in future. So we study history. History is events happened in past and recent present. Okay, children? Is it clear? Now, could you guess what is the name of the lesson we are going to study? Can you make a history? The name of the lesson is I Make History, as your Ashoka made history, as your IAS grandfather made a history. You should make a history. In the previous incidents, we have seen a video in Japan incident. We have seen an inscription in Ashoka's incident. History చదవడానికి మనం ఎలా చదివాము? In Ashoka's case, we have studied something written. రాసిన ఒక స్తూపాన్ని చదివాము. రీసెంట్ గా జరిగింది కాబట్టి జపాన్ కేసులో ఏం చూసాము? వీడియో చూసాము. ఓకే చిల్డ్రన్? So in this lesson, we are going to study, the big question is, how do we learn about the past? The lesson is, I make history. The question here is, okay, how do we learn about history? How do you know that there were Buddhist monks once upon a time in Nelkondapalli? Nelkondapalliలో బౌద్ధ సన్యాసులు ఉన్నారని మనకు ఎలా తెలుసమ్మా? Because there is a stupa, Buddhist stupa. అశోకుడు రాశాడు ఇలా అన్నాడు అని మనకు ఎలా తెలిసిందమ్మా? Because he has written. So there are many methods through which we learn about the past. In this lesson, we see how do we learn about the past. So this lesson mainly we focus on the reasons to study history. What are the reasons we discussed? If we study history, we can know what happened in past. How could we be in present? How could we live better or be better? Live better in present and future. So the reasons for studying history we are going to learn. And the difference between history and prehistory. I tell you what is prehistory, what is history. And then next, the difference between literacy sources and archaeological sources. We are going to learn all these things. The importance of preserving history. ఎందుకు హిస్టరీలో జరిగిన విషయాలు దాచుకుంటున్నాము మనం? Okay children, we write diaries. If you get some of your elders' diaries, how it would be? Let us see, here is one grandfather's diary. Read the diary entry and answer the questions. When was the diary written, children? Come on, answer. Yes, 11th June 1992. This is the format of writing diary. Dear diary, date here first is date. Dear diary, comma. Today was Yet another joyful day with Smriti. Yet another, that means one more. The person had so many joyful days, ఎన్నో joyful days గడిపారు. ఇవాళ ఇంకొక joyful day with Smriti. I love her with all my heart. Who loves Smriti? Who loves Smriti? Who wrote the diary? Smriti's grandfather wrote the diary. Who loves Smriti? Grandfather loves Smriti. She is my little angel. When I come home from office, repeat, when I come home from office, her beautiful smile refreshes me. Smriti's beautiful smile refreshes grandfather. Today was special. What is special? Why it is special? Little Smriti took her first steps. First ga nadichindi Smriti, so they felt it is special. Soon she will be running around the house. Once the child start running, once the child start walking, immediately she starts running. Okay, children? So this is the diary in the diary of Smriti's grandfather. Okay. What major event does the diary entry describe? There is a question word does. So the answer you should start with the diary entry describes what is the major event? Describes what? Smriti. Smriti. Or it describes Smriti's first steps. Anything. మీరు ఏది అనిపిస్తే అదే రాయండి. If you write one word also, it is enough. Is there anything else that the diary tells about Smriti? So the diary entry describes Smriti as you told. Smriti గురించి ఏమన్నా చెప్తుందా? And grandfather గురించి ఏమన్నా చెప్తుందా? What is it? Okay? Whatever you feel, you can write here. Okay, children? Now, what is history? What is history? Why do I need to study history? Come on, tell children, what is history? What is history? Already we discussed. History is the recorded story of people and places. Why do you need to study history? To know the past and to better live in the present. Okay. Now, write about a special event in your past. Why was it special to you? Write about a special event in your past. Why was it special to you? Okay, grandfather's special event was Smriti's first day steps. Like that, if you have anything special, with the help of your teacher, you please write. Okay, ma? With this, I stop the lesson for today. We continue in the next day.